Today, to help me and Destiny write the choose-your-own-adventure detective story that we're working on, we will seek the aid of modern technology by feeding snippets of what we've written so far to these here AI, such that it can try to continue the story based on that. First up, let's grab this here paragraph from one of the first choices and feed that to the AI to see what it comes up with. Obviously, the window was the superior choice in this scenario. Attempting to trick whoever might enter this room and escape through the door would only prolong the inevitable. The plan? Lock them in. Wait, what? No, that's exactly not the plan. Putting the hook, the overhead light bulb, a waffle maker or something else equally heavy against the opposite wall. What? Who is that? Positioned the window so it would fall inward. Wait, what? What hook? Didn't give a... Okay, so apparently our protagonist here has decided against escaping through the door, despite just having said that obviously that would be the better choice. So next up, we will let the AI decide the fate of our protagonist by feeding it this little snippet here, where our protagonist is about to fall off a building and possibly die. The door to the room suddenly slammed open and I was driven to take a step. However, as soon as my weight shifted to my other foot, I slipped and my hand slid off the bending flagpole as I fell down the building. Several feet above me, I got a little break and I dropped and fell to the ground. Okay. However, as soon as I landed, I immediately felt a sharp pain to my left knee. Help! Help! I cried out as I looked down towards the door. Apparently there's a door in the ground. Hey, a voice shouted. It's okay, just stay still for a few more seconds. There were footsteps coming down the stairs as I sat on the ground in front of the door. "You alright?" the stranger asked as he knelt down next to me. "Can you stand? I can help you to the door." "No!" Now obviously we have more characters than just our protagonist. So next up, let's take something that concerns another character, namely Vanklov, which I will actually name here. Change the text a little bit so that the AI actually knows that name. Oh, wait, hang on. Vanklov's proper grammar. Vanklov's gaze wandered over the side. He noticed a rock that had crossed the area they had marked out with white paint. He turned around to his employees and pointed at the rock. "You assured me the impact would be limited to exclusively the marked area. Can you explain this to me?" "Sir, this is just a rock, not a plane." Well, duh. "I don't believe you." You stepped back, gripped the wheelchair tightly and began to crumble to the ground. What? No, Vanklov, what happened? That afternoon, Chinese Vice Minister of Foreign Affairs. Okay, I have no idea what that has to do with the whole mining rock thing, but alright. Just hours after the incident, the Chinese Foreign Ministry expressed their outrage, saying that Beijing was not satisfied with the explanations Vanklov delivered, I suppose. So this is just a rock, not a plane. I don't believe you. Vanklov, you don't seem too good in this universe. You might have to go to several kinds of doctors there. Since we've already let the AI decide the fate of our protagonist, it's only fair to let it decide the origin as well, right? So we'll take this part here, where our protagonist wakes up, and see where they wake up or what happens afterwards, depending on how the AI feels, I guess. My eyes shot open and I lunged my upper body forward, slamming into the hard metal arm of a machine and flinging it aside so that it crashed into a monitor. The shattered monitor fell to the ground as I clumsily sprung up. I tipped to the side, stumbled and wiped the desk clean as my hands searched for something to hold on to. In my corner, I found a lone piece of floor, and I clung to it with my upper body as I tried to stand, pushing myself into a crouching position. In my periphery, I noticed a monitor that had stopped working. Well, yes, it's shattered. A couple other monitors that had been knocked over or down, and that's when I found what I needed. Taking careful aim, I flicked my finger and pushed the button on the side of the cube until it popped open. What cube? Monitor? Alright, I'm ready, I said, sliding a link into my left hand and pressing it into a link? A neural link? I mean, that's kind of what's happening in our story, but... Okay, let's try that again. I'm gonna give the AI another chance on this one, because it just seemed very confused there. I slid a hand around the edge of a chair, lifted myself up with my legs, and sat down in the chair in a dizzy daze. How? I knew that I wouldn't be able to fight all the way through, but I was the only one standing, so there was no one left to hold me back. Why me? I had no power to fight. What did I need to fight? The thought, yeah, exactly, what is he fighting? The thought flashed through my mind, and I quickly dismissed it before it could overwhelm my thoughts. Yeah, better not think about it, just fight, my dude. Whatever is there, just fight it. It was just my mind trying to keep me from the horrible truth. The horrible truth that it was actually nothing to fight. The lighthouse was. What lighthouse? Okay, I do it one more time because this varies wildly what is happening here. Let's see. As my fingers grasped the edge of the desk, I swung myself back around in time to duck a heavy boot as the desk skidded across the floor. Okay, damn. I spun around and stared into the eyes filled with hate. The Joker grimaced and kicked the desk again. This time I reached out with my hands to push the desk out of the way and away from him. I didn't slow down or even slow down as his booted foot smashed into my shin. I grunted in pain as Batman slammed into the wall behind me and I followed him into... Okay, wait, I want this continued. Followed him into a small bathroom where I pressed a button on the wall and a shower emerged, filling with water. He turned on the shower as I waited for my leg to stop bleeding. Why is the Joker kicking desks and we're following the Batman into a shower? What is happening? The sound of water hitting flesh seemed to irritate him, and he backed away, letting the water finish drenching me as I made my way to the other side of the shower to prepare to wash myself. This is not the time, my dude. You look well in that suit, he said as he shut off the water. Okay, so... Batman just complimented us on our appearances as we are showering in a suit while the Joker is kicking desks around. Yeah, well, I rolled my eyes and began pulling off the suit. No, whoa, hang on, where's this going? Let me have you. No, we're not continuing that, no. I'm shutting that down right there. No. That was going in yes, in definitely some kind of direction. That turned into a very weird fanfic. Oh boy. This one might be a bit of a simpler one, but that means extra freedom for the AI. Rummaging through the lockers, it didn't take long before I found it. My instrument of escape. A janitor's outfit. A self-made catch-all, a piece of shit that I would never want anyone else to wear, but it's the only one I have. I found the uniform, slid it on, and found my way out. I was breaking out in a cold sweat as the door shut behind me. I realized now that I was terrified. Why? There was so much for me to worry about. I'm all alone in a very secluded area, and I had no idea what to do. Oh no, existential crisis. If I told the teacher what I did, they would probably take me to detention. You know, it's okay. That's not the thing you want to worry about in this situation. But alright. Forgetting about all that, I ran as fast as I could. Finally, before we leave this video here, I wanted to remind you that all of this was from the Choose Your Own Adventure audiobook that me and Destiny are working on, and I wanted to give you some reasons why you should stick around for that. However, since I'm not the best at marketing my own stuff, I decided the AI could probably help me out here and tell you about how the story is supposed to end. You can click here to listen to it for yourself and hear what you think. It's not out yet. No, you can't do that yet. We're still working on it. Anyway, please take care of yourselves. I will see you next week. Zabrio's out. As always, follow me on Twitter and I will talk to you next Friday. Have a great weekend. Buzzer 27. So that is about it for this week. Thank you very much, AI. Perfectly said. And with that, I'm gonna leave this video here. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like, maybe subscribe as well. And tell me in the comments what else I should put into this AI. And I will see you next week. Zerberio's out.